Today, we just keep on sucking. With Jolly Rancher hard candy on the candy aisle. Welcome, everyone. My name is Jeff, and today we have a review of Jolly Rancher. Surprisingly, I've been doing this review channel for literally years, and somehow I missed reviewing just regular old Jolly Rancher hard candy original. I don't know. I never did it. And I guess maybe I should, preface this, and people who've watched the channel may know this. I'm not a massive fan of Jolly Rancher in general. I mean, obviously, I've had them. I think most people have had Jolly Rancher candies before. I find, Jolly Ranchers are kind of like the antithesis to, like a Skittles. And it's mostly about the flavoring for me, but then also something about the texture. We'll get into it a little bit, though. So I'm going to try and be kind of unbiased here if I can. I kind of am going into this, feeling like I already know that I'm not a hugest fan of Jolly Rancher. But, I guess I haven't had it in a little while, so maybe this will surprise me. I did recently review the... I don't know what they were. There was some other Jolly Ranchers, like it was Bites. I'll say this, the gummies, which were recently released, and Jolly Rancher Bites, which are kind of like a fruit strip style Jolly Rancher, they're not terrible or anything. It's mainly these, because I grew up knowing these Jolly Rancher hard candies back in the old days when they were square. Do you remember? Jolly Rancher candies, the great taste of Jolly Rancher squared. I don't think they're not square anymore, right? They're they're just like long extrusions of, yeah, exactly. Ah! Yeah. So there's the bag. And then you get all the individually wrapped Jolly Ranchers in it. I just remember having these as a kid and just never really loving them. And then as I got older, my teeth have never been great. Not because of all the candy I ate. My teeth just are not great anyway, but now that I have a crown or two, it's not that sticky hard candies. Yeah, I don't know, not the kind of thing I regularly go for. Anyway, they smell pretty strong here. That's all right, I guess, but the flavor it pops in a very different kind of way than the fruit flavor of, say, a Skittles or a Starburst does. That's why I say it's kind of like that flip side of the coin of those. Anyway, Jolly Ranchers, invented in 1949 in in Colorado. The guy who owned them, Bill Harmson, had a candy store in Denver. I think they were based out of Golden, though. Chocolates, ice cream, candies. Found that selling ice cream in winter in, Colorado didn't work so well, so just focused in on the candies. Jolly Rancher is now a subsidiary. It's a property of the Hershey's company. So this particular bag is from Hershey's Canada, where I am. And I did hear online. I read online. These are something like 95% sugar. That seems crazy to me, but they're basically just sugar. Corn syrup, sugar, malic acid, which is I think it's used as a preservative here. And then, so it's superheated sugars, and then it's rapidly cooled, which allows for the glossiness and the sort of translucence of the candy itself. Originally, Jolly Ranchers came in 3 flavors, you might want to know. Watermelon, apple, and something called Fire Sticks. Very intriguing. I'm assuming that's a a cinnamon, a spicy cinnamon. Certainly that kind of spicy cinnamon flavoring would have already existed. I think that cinnamon hearts existed back then. And Jolly Rancher does have a SKU that is like a cinnamon spice flavor even currently to this day. For the hard candies of Jolly Rancher, they have a lot of different versions of it. Just like the way you might see Skittles or Starburst have a lot of different versions and constantly try out new ones that may last or may not last on the market shelves. Today, though, they come in these flavors. You've got cherry, grape, blue raspberry, green apple, and watermelon. That's the original SKU. You do see sours and, sort of a tropical and a wild berry sort of version of it semi-regularly. I don't really keep my eyes open too much for them because, I'm not the biggest fan, and I'm always trying to find new stuff to review anyway. Here's something that I find. Damn it. Sorry. Getting them out of the packaging is hard enough, right? Jolly Rancher hard candy, yep. Yep. So this is the blue raspberry flavor. As you can see, I mean, they've got this nice, like you can kind of see through them. I think that's good. I like that translucent sort of quality to them. Like, that's nice. You know, what I'm not a fan of necessarily is them getting stuck in my teeth. But let's give the blue raspberry a try. I might not be able to, I don't know, I want to try them all, but the thing about a candy like this kind of a hard candy is probably the best way to have it is just to like suck on it, you know. They did have a slogan at one time that was keep on sucking as I started this video. You know, eventually you get to a point where you just want to chew it. My problem is I always wanted to chew it too early, and then the bits just got like caught in my teeth and literally just stuck there forever and ever, it seemed like. This blue raspberry flavor, I don't mind it. It's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I'm going to continue on because I'm not going to chew them all because, you know, like I said, stuck in my teeth and not good for your dental work. Let's try the grape, though, huh? Grape's probably a pretty safe flavor, too. Maybe it's just me being biased because of, you know, past experiences or that it's still, like, it's not like a Skittles, right? But, like, blue raspberry and grape, actually those two flavors especially, probably are pretty good. You know, I know this flavor well. I've definitely had I've had like Jolly Rancher grape, like the flavor of Jolly Rancher sticks in your mind. If you have had it before, I think you'll know it. It's a really bold flavor. And I think that's got to be something, or one of the reasons why people like it. That's good. That grape is my favorite. I think it reminds me of almost like a grape not a lollipop, like a grape popsicle, you know? What's this one? Cherry, probably? Do they say? I like that they say what flavor it is on the packaging of each individual one. And it's nice that there are individual packages, individual wrapped candies in each one. And not that you're going to be like taking them in and out of your mouth or anything, but like my fingers are pretty tacky from touching this stuff. Even without like, obviously this is like, this is, you know, clean, fresh out of the package. It's got a pretty tacky surface. I guess maybe that's why they're individually wrapped, right? Like if they weren't, it would just be a massive glob of stuck together hard candies. And then also like if it was at all warm or sunny out, man, you'd never get them apart. Honestly, it makes me so nervous eating these because the minute I touch them to my teeth, they feel like they're sticking. I don't know. I think maybe a kid might enjoy that. Just knowing how bad it is for your teeth and how much I hate getting candy stuck for long periods of time in my teeth. You know, that makes me crazy. Oh, yeah, this cherry is exactly the kind of cherry flavor that I don't like, but I know some people do. It's that wild cherry, like cherry Coke flavor. You guys remember cherry Coke? You can still get it in some places, but like, it's a really bold, and I always felt like it was an artificial cherry flavor. Although that said, I think that there are varieties of cherries that do actually taste like this. Maybe somewhere in the South where I'm not as familiar with. I don't like that cherry flavor. Not for me, not at all. All right, green apple. Green apple and watermelon. Two flavors that, like, constantly plague me. Let's try the green apple. Oh, boy. Do you like green apples? Look, guys. Sorry. Look, guys. Overall, I get it. The flavors are strong, and while I don't think that, like, cherry and green apple are for me, I can see why some people might like them. For completion's sake, I'll try the watermelon. This is a watermelon. But I think it's a valid criticism that they're sticky. They get stuck in your teeth. I don't like that kind of a texture. Like, not just stuck in your teeth, but like they stick the top and bottom of your teeth together. They're so sticky. Not just that they're like little bits of it are stuck in the crevices of each tooth, which is also, problematic, right? But that, like, my mouth actually gets stuck together and you have to kind of pry it apart. That I'm not a fan of. And I think that's a legitimate criticism of Jolly Rancher. And honestly, most other candies just don't do that. Even ones that are a little sticky, they're not this sticky. But I bet you that this specific kind of flavoring, is totally up some people's alley. And that the stickiness or the texture or even those concerns of mine, small price to pay. Oh my God. That watermelon is super gross. Oh. Okay. I don't really like what Jolly Ranchers. I'm sorry. But I understand why some people might. And I think that if you like bold fruit flavors, I do think that obviously trying Jolly Ranchers is worth it. I don't know why you wouldn't have tried Jolly Ranchers at this point, right? Go try them. I mean, some people will really dig them. If you dig them, please let me know why and what you like about them so much in the comments below. I'd love to hear stories, about your love of Jolly Rancher, what you remember about them the most. And if anyone else maybe feels the same way I do, I'd like to, hear that as well. For me, I'm going to give Jolly Ranchers just original. I'm going to give them a 3 out of 5. Personally, it's probably more like a 1, maybe a 1.5. I respect them, but they're definitely not for me. Anyway, that's my take on it. Sorry, I'm not trying to anger anyone or upset anyone. I know people really are passionate about Jolly Ranchers, but they're just not for me. Anyway, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you'll consider watching some more of my reviews, and I will talk to you guys next time. So long, everyone.